Hey there, Natalie here, and today I am going to be talking about your subconscious mind, how it functions, and how to reprogram it. In this video, you're going to learn what your subconscious mind is, how your subconscious mind was developed and created. You're going to learn how everything that you do, your habits, your personality, it's all developed out of your subconscious mind. And I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how to start to reprogram your mind for anything you want in life. I've also added in a bonus so that in the descriptions you can go and download my meditation for self-confidence so that you can start to change your life today with ease. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to start transforming your life from the inside out through reprogramming your subconscious mind. Now, I've been using these tools in my own life for quite a while now, and it's amazing the results that you start to get and how different you feel on a daily basis when you start to program yourself for love, success, confidence, and basically anything that you want, right? We can attract anything into our life with the right attitude. All right, so what is your subconscious mind? So you may have heard that saying, we only use 10% of our brain. Well, in a way, it's a little bit true, but it's not entirely true. That 10% of the brain, or they actually say it's around 5 to 10%, is our conscious mind. So all the thoughts that run throughout your mind that you can actually pay attention to and listen to, the thoughts of what you're going to say next, all of that is your conscious mind. It's what you're aware of. Now, your subconscious mind is about the other 90 to 95% of your mind that doesn't react in thought patterns, okay? So if you think about it kind of like a computer, when you look at your desktop, what do you see? You see a bunch of icons, right, that you can click on. Well, that's like your conscious mind. It's the stuff that you can see right away, that you're aware of, and it's there. Now, the other 90% or so is the subconscious, and that's the computer programming. So it's all the programs that have been downloaded inside your computer. And it's basically how everything works. So you see a couple of the things that float up on your desktop as you open and click and do a few of those things, but there's so much in and behind your computer that allows it all to run properly or to run the way it's been programmed, whether it's proper or not. Now, our brain works the same way. So that other 90 or so % of your brain is your subconscious. Some people call it the unconscious mind or even the reptilian brain. There's a few words for it, but it is working and it is doing something for you. It's the actual program of who you are and how you see the world. It's that framework of the lens that you see the world through. That's what your subconscious mind is. Now, since it's always working, we want to understand how it was created and how we use it on a daily basis. So, just like a desktop, if you could see everything that was going on inside the computer, it would just be a mess. There's so much information in your computer that there's no way you could organize it all if you saw it all on your desktop. It would just be a bunch of dots and specks, and it would be so intense that you wouldn't be able to make any sense of it. And so that 90% of our brain is kind of doing the same thing. It's filtering, it's organizing, it's taking information in, and it's allowing us, it narrows it down instantly for us so that we can take in only a few things at a time, about 2,000 things at a time actually. Even though we're getting hundreds of thousands of bits of information every second, we're only aware of maybe about 2,000 or so bits of information on every second. So that subconscious mind really narrows it down for us so that we can experience reality the way we do. So with that said, there is so much power of your subconscious. Like I mentioned before, it's your habits. When something happens to you on a daily basis, you're talking to someone, a situation comes up, it's the way you act and react to things. It's all based out of your subconscious. So it's really what makes you you. And so let's learn a little bit about how your subconscious works. So your subconscious is actually developed from your childhood. Some say it's even developed in the womb because you can still hear and experience and feel things when you're in the womb. Now, from the time you're in the womb till you're about 8 years old or so, you are like a sponge. You're just soaking up everything around you. You don't have a past memory of life. So what you experience, what you see, what you feel, what you hear, that's all being pulled into your mind, and it's building the framework for how you view life. So all the things that your parents taught you, not necessarily things that they literally taught you, but just by watching them. You see how your parents interact. You see how people fight. You see how people communicate. You see how they react to you and the love that they give you or the lack of love that you feel. Now, everything, like I said, from that time until you're about 8 years old or so, more or less, you are just soaking it all in. You're making very quick decisions on what things mean. And you're putting a meaning to every experience, every sight, every sound, every thought. And that creates the framework for the world that you see. So, if you interpreted things incorrectly as a child, you've programmed yourself incorrectly. Now, it's not something that you were really aware of that you were doing, and most likely your parents didn't even realize that they were programming you either. You know, I think a lot of people have this idea that, oh, kids, they're so young, they're not going to remember this. Oh, it's no big deal. They don't, all that kind of stuff. But in reality, those years, those childhood years, is what makes you you. It's what you see the world as, and it's how you end up expressing yourself in that world that you believe is real. So this whole subconscious is so important. It's so extremely important, because from what you learn in those years, you're going to live out those habits for the rest of your life. Now, it is possible to reprogram your subconscious, but if you ever wonder why it's so hard to change a habit, New Year's comes around and you want to try and create a new habit. Maybe you want to work out more or eat better or, budget your money or your time better, whatever it is that you want to change. There's so much resistance, and the resistance is you're trying to go against the programming in your subconscious mind. And just like a computer program, it is wired to be a specific way. So in order to actually change a habit and change how you see things and view things and do things, there's some reprogramming of those programs that you've got to do. And it has to be done in a certain way so that it creates a long-term change. Now, most people are pretty good with trying to create a new habit, maybe for 2 weeks, for a month or two, but a lot of times, you're just really motivated at first to get those New Year's resolutions or whenever you're trying to change something in your life, any of those goals. And then eventually you kind of just fall back into your old habits. You have to reprogram yourself long enough so that it makes long-term changes and it becomes a new part of your framework, a new part of your programming, and a new part of who you are. So, good news is that you can change your life for the better through reprogramming your subconscious mind. Now, how do we do that? Number one, repetition is the most important thing. And it needs to be kind of like a daily or weekly repetition depending on what your goal to change is. Now, you may have heard some different numbers, but to actually change a habit or to reprogram yourself with something, it needs to be consistent for 67 days. So if you ever wondered why a 30-day diet or a 30-day workout program was great and you felt awesome, but then you just didn't stick with it because you didn't do it long enough. So I say 70 days is a nice round number. That's how long it takes you to reprogram something into your subconscious and create a new habit. Now, if you're trying to reprogram new thoughts into your mind, maybe you're looking to have more confidence, you want to feel better about yourself or better about whatever it is you choose to. You need to kind of put that into your mind. And some people like to do affirmations. I love to create soundtracks where I'm actually doing meditations where I can just pull it up on my phone, pop my headphones in, and I listen to something that's, this self-talk of empowerment, of retraining myself to feel a different way about who I am, about the world, about my potential for success, and everything else. So there's different ways you can go about doing it. And it may be just creating a new habit, like I'm going to eat a salad every day for lunch. Maybe you don't normally get grains in your diet. That can be your reprogramming and, a new habit. So it really depends on what you're trying to reprogram yourself with. Now, repetition is the most important thing. If you're going to start to reprogram your mind for new thoughts, new emotions, trying to create something that changes the outlook on your life, you want to do it in a very relaxed state. Now you can be in a fully conscious state and reprogram yourself, affirmations, really focusing on feeling and visualizing. But if you can get yourself into a deeply relaxed state, that's actually going to benefit you and trigger your subconscious mind to pull it in a lot faster. This is why, things like self-hypnosis really work well with repetition. This is not just a one-time self-hypnosis. This is every day, maybe even multiple times a day for 70 days. Deep meditation can also get you into that deep, relaxed state. And also some deep breathing exercises can calm your body and bring you down. So we have different energy states, and when we're in the theta alpha state, either one of those, that's when you're in your deep relaxation or just a comfortable relaxed state. Usually we tend to be in that deep relaxed theta state either first thing in the morning and in the evening for about 30 minutes. So it's when you're kind of sleepy and tired and relaxed. That's a great time to put those headphones on and listen to these wonderful words that are going to help to reprogram you for a new level of success and to reprogram your mind for seeing the world in a different way. So that's really ideally the way you want to do it. So I've created a free guided meditation for self-confidence that you can listen to. I highly recommend listening to it. It's about 7 minutes long. And if you can listen to it 2 to 3 times a day for 70 days straight, you will reprogram your subconscious mind for confidence, for success, for stepping into your power, for loving yourself more, for being more understanding to the people around you, and it will completely change the quality of your life. You'll notice some instant results once you're done listening to it. You're like, wow, I feel so much better, so much more empowered and more confident. Start to let go of some of that old fear. But we have a tendency, like I mentioned, to kind of fall back into that programming of our old subconscious. And so what you want to do is repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you can take the time to dedicate and really listen to this repetitively, you will see some amazing changes in your life. I promise you, if you stick with it. So I hope you enjoyed learning more about your subconscious mind, how your mind works, how you can start to be more aware of it, reprogram it. And I really look forward to hearing about all of the results that you get with listening to my guided meditation on self-confidence. I've been listening to it myself for quite a while, and it works. It really does work. If you take the time to do it and listen, it'll make all the difference in the world. And you don't necessarily have to be in that deep relaxed state like I mentioned. Sometimes I'll put those headphones in, and while I'm doing my walks around the neighborhood to get a break from the computer, I'll listen to these meditations then, and I just feel so much more energized and empowered to get back on the computer, to get back to my work and get back to doing the things and reaching my goals. So utilize it in whatever way you like. If you prefer to be in a relaxed position, maybe even lying down, as long as you're not one of those people that falls asleep instantly, that can be a great position. Or just find a quiet room and a comfortable chair to listen to it. Whatever works for you. I just highly recommend don't be listening to these guided meditations while you're driving, although that is one of those alpha states as well. But you want to be focused, right? Make sure you don't miss your exit. All right, so I have posted the guided meditation in the description below, so you can click on the link and download that meditation, put it on your phone, and start listening to it. So I hope you have enjoyed this video on understanding your subconscious mind functions. Now, if you like what you saw here, please like the video, comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, let me know if the meditation is working for you, because I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, all right? I post weekly videos, and sometimes even more than once a week. Actually, lately I've been posting about 2 or 3 videos a week. So check out the description. Download that subconscious mind meditation for self-confidence. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Please share this video if you got a lot out of it. I'm sure you know many people that could start to improve their lives a little bit more and change their outlook and just create more abundance, more love, and more happiness in all areas of their life. So Thanks for staying tuned, and check out also in my description, I've got a couple other videos, links there that are very similar to this video that really work synergistically, so you may want to check some of those out. All right, hope you have a wonderful day.